Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 3, and today we're taking a look at the 2017 Aston Martin DB11, and this is the first car in Aston Martin's second century plan, which is basically 7 cars over 7 years. So we've got 6 more cars to look forward to from Aston Martin, which is always a good thing. And yeah, production started in September 2016, and by December 2016 more DB11s had been made than DB5s had been made over their long history. So yeah, in 3 months they made more of these than DB5s, which is well over 1,000 cars. So yeah, this is moving forward in with Aston Martin into the future in terms of making them more, mass-produced, but still really rather, luxurious and exclusive at the same time. And part of that is the new engine that they've produced, which is a 5.2 litre twin turbocharged V12 engine, which produces 608 horsepower and 516 pounds-feet of torque, which is fairly impressive. No, it's not the most horsepower that you've ever got in an Aston Martin or other Grand Tourers like this, but that is more than enough, quite frankly. And yeah, it might also be the smallest V12 that they've put in a car, I think, for a while, if ever. But thanks to the turbochargers, it means that the power's made up for with that decreasing cubic capacity, but also means that because it's a smaller engine and has turbochargers, it's a lot more economical. But outside of all of that, I think this car looks absolutely amazing. I love the look of it, and if they're going to make more cars like this over the next several years, then I'm going to look forward to them, because this is absolutely amazing in terms of looks. They've done a stellar job of it. And yeah, the body's also functional with that splitter at the front, and these grooves on the bonnet all leading all the way to the rear. Means it's got virtual aerodynamics and downforce. And yeah, it's also slightly practical, but one thing I don't like about this car is this little spoiler that rises up. I really don't see the point in it, and I can't imagine that does all that much. But practicality wise, it is decent. It's got a boot, but it's not the most massive thing ever. You could probably get a few bags in there, but it's also got 4 seats, though to be honest I'm not really a fan of 4 seats in a car like this. I just don't think they're all that necessary, and judging from what I can see, doesn't look like they're going to be all that good for anyone who's a full-size adult. But interior wise, in general, it's typically Aston Martin. It's all there. It's all, yeah, it's all luxurious as you'd expect, though not quite as exuberant as previous Aston Martins, I will say that. But it's still all functional, and it's hardly ugly to look at. But by far the best thing about this car is the looks, and then the engine. But this car is also really rather good in terms of drivability. So yeah, let's go see what it can do. Alright, so let's see what this first Aston Martin in the second century plan can do. And judging from how well this car performs, they're certainly not going to disappoint with the next 6 cars in their lineup. Because crucially, even though this is the first turbocharged car that Aston Martin have done, they haven't spoiled the engine with those turbochargers. It still sounds really good, and yeah, they've done pretty much what Mercedes-AMG did with their 4 litre V8 twin turbocharged engines in the likes of that Mercedes-AMG GT car, and have the turbochargers aid the engine and not overcome it, in terms of noise and ruining the engine noise in general. So yeah, hats off to Aston Martin for being able to do that. And yeah, as a result, it means you can enjoy the engine noise while also having the benefits of a turbocharger, well, or 2 in this case. So yeah, acceleration wise is pretty good as well. 0 to 60, 3.7 seconds, 0 to 100 in 7.884 seconds, and it'll go on to a top speed of 189 miles an hour, which obviously isn't the highest top speed from an Aston Martin ever, but it's more than enough, quite frankly. And it's more about the journey towards that top speed that matters more than the result. Because yeah, the engine noise is incredible, the delivery of the power is really good, and the car can handle this power and its weight in fact as well, which isn't light at 4,134 pounds, all really rather well. And yeah, it's really rather a fun car to drive with that rear wheel drive, and you can be serious with it in terms of keeping it flat and level through a corner, or as I shall show you soon, you can stick the tail out and enjoy it all the more. Though it is quite grippy, so it doesn't do it all that often. But you can get it to do it, and it will hang in on there even when it's going beyond the limit, which is a sure sign of a good chassis on this car. So yeah, I have no real qualms with this car at all. Yeah, that little spoiler at the back is a little bit, you know, weird, and I really don't think it needs 4 seats, but apart from that, it's a great car, and I can't wait to see what the next 6 vehicles in their second century plan are going to be, because if they're even half as good as this, then we're on for a good few years yet with Aston Martin. So yeah, second favourite car from the car pack, easily, and yeah, highly recommend you trying it out, because yeah, for the first turbocharged vehicle in Aston Martin's history to be this good, and to look this great and drive this well, is a yeah, well worth congratulating Aston Martin over. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.